Hello students, welcome to PACE Coaching Center online classes. So today we are going to discuss about the problems on surds and indices, which will be very much interesting because all the basic problems on surds and indices can be solved within fraction of seconds. Okay. So if you haven't seen my previous lecture, in my previous lecture I have discussed about the basics of surds and indices and also one of the most important things, that is the law of surds and indices. So if anyone who are seeing my second lecture, so please, if you didn't see my first lecture, it is available in our YouTube channel for free, which is named as PACE Coaching Center, and also it is available in our application, which is PACE Competitive Academy. So you can also see the link for installing the application in the description below. So please do install our application and watch the content that is present in the application. Okay. So we have some limitations in the YouTube, right? So we can only upload the videos in our YouTube channel, but not any of the material. So for uploading the material, for conducting the test series for you people, we have launched an application, as I have already told you the link which is there in the description box. You can see that link, you can install it and you will be getting updates regarding the tests which we are going to conduct, and also the other courses, as well as the free material, free notes will also be available in our application itself. So please do install our application and watch the content. Okay. So coming to our today's lecture, today we are going to deal with the basic problems on surds and indices which can be solved within fraction of seconds. Okay, so let us go to the first problem. The first problem is 256 power 5 by 4 is, we need to solve this, and the options are 512. The second option is 1024. Third option is 1032. And the fourth option is 984. So this is the question that they have given. It is very simple, guys, very simple. So the first rule, the first thumb rule you need to follow while solving any of the problem in surds and indices is, you need to check the base and the power. Okay. So here luckily you are having only one single base and one single power. Okay. So in the power, if it is a fraction power, that is here we are having 5 by 4, which is a fraction, right? So we need to check the denominator, which is nothing but 4. So try to convert our base. The base is nothing but 256 into the powers of 4. So why to convert it, madam? So let us see what will happen if we convert it into the powers of 4. Can we write 256 as 4 power 4? Right. Whole power 5 by 4. From the law of indices, you know that a power m whole power n is nothing but a power m into n. The same thing I am going to apply here. 4 power 4 whole power 5 by 4 can be written as 4 power 4 into 5 by 4. So now 4 gets cancelled and we will be remained with 4 power 5, which is nothing but 1024. So option B is the right answer. Simple, right? So what we need to see? We need to see the denominator of the fraction of this power. So we need to convert our base into that form in the powers of 4. So we can convert here the 256 into 4 power 4. Then we will directly get 4 power 5, which is nothing but 1024. So 1024 is the right answer. Let us see the second question. The second question is root 8 whole power 1 by 3 is asked, and the options are 2, 4, root 2 and 8. Okay. So how to solve this? It is also very simple question. So I have already told you square root of 2a is nothing but a power 1 by 2. So can I write root 8 as 8 power 1 by 2 whole power 1 by 3. So I need to eliminate these denominator fractions. Okay, the powers are fractions, so I need to eliminate the denominators. Okay, how can I write 8 in the powers? Okay, can I write it in terms of 2 cube? So 2 cube is nothing but 8, right? Whole power 1 by 2. A power m whole power n is nothing but a power m into n. We have already used it. So here the 3 gets cancelled and the answer is 2 power 1 by 2, which is nothing but root 2. So root 2 is the right answer. Very simple question. Okay. So coming to the next question. Next question is 5 power 1 by 4 into 125 power 1 by 4 is asked, and the 4 options are displayed in the board. Okay, so now we need to find the 5 power 1 by 4 into 125 power 1 by 4. We need to find this. Okay, so for that I have already told you we need to check the bases first. Here the least base is 5. We need to convert 125 into the powers of 5. Can we do that? Yes. 5 cube is nothing but 125. So let me do that first. Into 5 cube whole power 1 by 4. Okay. Which is nothing but 5 power 1 by 4 into 5 power a power m whole power n, which is nothing but a power m into n from the law of indices. So here can we write it as 3 into 1 by 4, which is nothing but 3 by 4. And other law of indices is a power m into a power n is equal to a power m plus n, right? If the bases are same, we can add the powers. So which is equal to 5 power 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4. So LCM is 4, 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 divided by 4 is 1, which is nothing but 5 power 1, that is 5. So option B is the right option. Okay. So in the examination, you need not write each and every step, guys. Remember, so here by seeing the question, what we can come to the conclusion. We need to convert 125 into the least base. Here the least base is 5. So 5 cube is nothing but 125. So 5 cube whole power 1 by 4 is nothing but 5 power 3 by 4. Here the multiplication is there. So by seeing the question itself, we have to write the least base power. The least base power, if the multiplication is present, add it. Here 5 cube whole power 1 by 4 is 5 power 3 by 4. So it is 5 power 3 by 4. So 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4 is nothing but 4 by 4, which is equal to 1. 5 power 1 is nothing but b. So you need to write only single step. By using single step, you can solve this question. So everything, all these remaining steps should go in the mind itself. Okay. So this is how you need to solve the question, which is very easy and you can do it within fraction of seconds. So coming to the next question. The next question is displayed on the board. So please do note down. Okay. So now we need to solve this. Okay. So the question may be a bit lengthy. There are many roots which may be confused for you, but it is very simple. Okay, believe me guys, it is very simple question. So let us solve it within a single step. Okay, so we know from the law of indices, from the law of surds, I have already told you nth root of a. How many roots it may be? You need to solve it like this. A power, the number inside all the squares, whole power 1 divided by multiply all the roots. M into N into L. So this is the answer. In the same way, see here, the roots are 3, cubed root, 7th root, second root, right? So 3 square is the inside value number. Okay. 3 square whole power 1 by 3 into 7 into 2. These are the roots. Okay. Here, whatever power is present here, we need to multiply in the numerator part of the power, which is equal to 6 into 9. Okay. So let us solve this. 3 2s are 2 gets cancelled. Okay. Sorry. 2 gets cancelled, and you will be remained with 3 power 2 into 9 divided by 7, which is nothing but 9 2s are 18. 18 divided by 7. So option C is the answer. See guys, what I have done? The inside number, which is nothing but 3 square whole power, all the roots should be in the denominator of the power. Okay. Which is 3 into 7 into 8, 2. Okay. And the whole powers should be in the numerator of the power, which is 6 into 9. So after further simplification, you will be getting 3 power 18 by 4, 7. So 3 power 18 by 7 is the right answer. Okay. So coming to the next question. The next question is, a by b whole power x minus 1 is equal to b by a whole power x minus 3, and we need to find the value of x, and the 4 options are displayed here. So please do note down in your notes and try solving it by pausing the video. It is also very simple question. Okay. So coming to the solution. So from the law of indices, I have already told A inverse is nothing but 1 by A. Right. A inverse can be written as 1 by A. So 1 by A can be written as A inverse, right? So let us take in terms of A, in place of A, I am taking A by B. So A by B whole inverse can be written as 1 by A by B. 1 by A by B is nothing but B by A, right? So, can we write B by A as A by B whole inverse? Right. So, the same thing we can do here. See here, if equal to symbol is there, if the bases are same, we can even equate the powers. Okay. So, here the base is A by B, here the base is B by A. If we can inverse any of the base, for example, if I am taking B by A, I can inverse B by A as A by B by using the law of indices. So I am doing the same thing in order to make the bases same. So A by B whole power x minus 1 is equal to B by A by B. B by A is converted into A by B whole inverse into x minus 3. The same thing I have applied here in order to make the bases same. Okay, so now the bases are same. I am going to equate the powers. X minus 1 is equal to minus into plus is minus, minus x, minus into minus is plus, that is plus 3. Okay, now let us bring this minus x here. So it will become plus x. So plus x is nothing but 2x. And let us bring this minus 1 here. It will become plus 1. So 3 plus 1 is nothing but 4. So what is the value of x? X is equal to 2 2s are 4. So the answer is 2. Option C is the right answer. Okay. While doing it, the same question, if something like this is asked in the questions in your examinations, okay, so how to solve this? You need not apply all these things. So you can solve it in single statement. Okay. So if the inverse is given, you already know A inverse is equal to 1 by A. So if you are inversing this, you need to add a minus 1, okay, in the power, right? So directly, if you inverse this, what will happen? You will be getting A by B whole power minus 1 into the power, whatever power is present. So the bases are same, you can equate the powers. Directly you can jump to this statement. So x minus 1 is equals to minus x plus 3. So what is the value of x? You can find directly from this statement. Okay. Next, coming to the next question. Okay. The next question is 4.8 whole power 3x minus 1 is equal to 1 is given. Okay. The A, B, C or D options are given. You need to tick the right answer. Okay. So I have already told you, if the equal to symbol is given, if the bases are same in LHS and RHS, you can equate the powers, right? But here in the LHS side, you are having 4.8 as the base, but in the RHS side, you are having 1 as the base. How to do that? How can you convert 1 into 4 power 8 base? It is really simple. If you know from the law of indices, I have already told you any number power 0 is equal to 1. You all know it, right? So can I write 1 in terms of 4.8? Yes. 4.8 power 0. I can write it like this? No. 4.8 power 0 is nothing but 1. So here the bases are equal. So we can equate the powers, which is nothing but 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. So now the x will be, if we bring minus 1 here, it will become plus 1 and x is equal to 1 by 3. So answer is 1 by 3, which is option B. Okay. By seeing the question itself, you need to answer it. Okay. If such type of questions are asked. So you know that 1 can be written as 4.8 power 0. So directly equate this power to 0. So you will be getting 3 is x equal to 1 by 3. So option B is the answer. Okay. So coming to the next question. The next question is 2 power 70 plus 2 power 70 plus 2 power 70 plus 2 power 70. He has given that question. You need to find the answer from the below options. Okay. Now, what can we do, guys? So the bases are same. Can we add the powers? Many students do the same mistake. I have already told you in the previous lecture. So this is not possible when the signs here are positive and negative. If it is multiplication and division only, we can do this. We can apply this law of indices. Okay. So this is not possible. We know only two laws of indices, which is for multiplication and which is for division. If multiplication is given, we can add the powers. If division is given, we can subtract the powers. Okay. But this is not applicable when the signs are positive. So what can we do? All the numbers here are same. So I am taking 2 power 70 as common. Okay. So how many times it is there? 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. Okay. Which is nothing but 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 4. Here the base is 2. So can I convert 4 as 2 square? Yes. So 2 power 70 into 2 square. Here it is multiplication and the bases are same. We can add the powers, which is nothing but 2 power 70 plus 2, which is 2 power 72, which is option C. Even we can do the other procedure also. How many times 2 power 70 is present? 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So 4 times 2 power 70. So 4 can be written as 2 square. So 2 square into 2 power 70, which is nothing but by using the law of indices 70 plus 2, that is nothing but 72. So option C is the right answer. Okay. Very simple question. So the next question is 2 bar A equal to 3 bar B equal to 6 bar C equal to, sorry, this constant is not given, equal to 6 bar C, and the 4 options are given. So what we need to do? So from the options we can see that everything is in terms of C. So we need to convert this expression in terms of C. Okay. So this is very important model. So once let us see, first of all let us see the approach, guys. Okay, then I'll tell the shortcut. So this question can also be done within a single step. Okay. So now let us see the approach. For example, if such type of equal to symbols are given, let us assume this complete equation as some constant k. Okay. So can I equate 2 bar A equal to k? Okay. So can I equate 3 bar B equal to k? Similarly, 6 bar C is equal to k. Okay. From the law of indices, a power x is equal to b. If a power x equal to b, then what is the value of a? A is equal to b power 1 by x. I have already told you in the law of indices. Okay. The last law, check it guys, in the previous lecture it is there. So how can I write 2? 2 is equal to k power 1 by a. 3 is equal to k power 1 by b. 6 is equal to k power 1 by c. Okay. Now, in every question which he gives, he will give some relation between the bases. Okay. So, can you find any relation between 2, 3 and 6? Yes. Which is nothing but 2 into 3 is equal to 6. Right. 2 into 3 is equal to 6. How can we write 2? 2 is equal to k power 1 by a. 3 is equal to k power 1 by b. And 6 is equal to k power 1 by c. Now see here, the bases are same and it is multiplication, we can add the powers. So k power 1 by a plus 1 by b is equal to k power 1 by c. Right. Here also the bases are equal. It is equal to symbol. So can we equate the base powers? Yes. So 1 by a plus 1 by b is equal to 1 by c. He has asked in terms of c. Right. So let us take the LCM here. Then we will be getting a plus b whole by ab is equal to 1 by c. So the answer is c is equal to ab divided by a plus b. So option, which is the option? Option B is the right answer. So see the approach. What I have done? I have to equate, if such type of equations are given in the question, we need to equate it into to some constant. I have taken the constant as k. What I have done? I have applied the law of indices, a power x equal to b, then a is equal to b power 1 by x. So I have got all the basis values, 2, 3 and 6 values. So why I have got these values? Because there is some relation between 2, 3 and 6, which is nothing but 2 into 3 equal to 6. So I have replaced in terms of 2, 3, 6 as k power 1 by a, k power 1 by b, k power 1 by c. Again by using the law of indices, I have got c is equal to ab divided by a plus b. Okay. So this is the approach. Okay. So please write down the approach as well. I am going to tell the shortcut now. Okay. Now you need not do each and every step assuming this equation equal to k and by substituting the values of 2, 3, 6 and getting the answer. So this is a huge process. Okay. So let me tell you the shortcut. Simple. First of all, check the bases. There is some or the other relation between the bases. Here 6 can be written as 2 into 3. Okay. So 2 into 3 is equal to 6. Right. So the power of 2 is a. Right. So we will write 1 by a here. Instead of multiplication, we will convert it into addition. Okay. If it is division, we will convert it into subtraction. Similarly, in place of 3, we will replace it by 1 by b. The power is b, so we will do the reverse, that is 1 by b. Similarly, equal to, in place of 6, we will write the power 1 by the power, which is nothing but c. You came to this step directly. Okay. So, we will write what we will write? We will write the relation between the bases. So, we will convert the bases in terms of powers. So, whatever power it may be, we will do 1 by that power. Okay. So, we will get a relation. So, from this relation, we will get a plus b by ab is equals to 1 by c. So, c is equals to ab by a plus b. Simple. So, this is the shortcut. In place of multiplication, you will be writing plus symbol, and in place of the bases, you will replace it by 1 by the power of that base. Okay. In this way, you will get the result, answer. Okay. So, coming to the next question. Guys, it is similar to the previous question. So, please pause your video and try to answer this question. Okay. So, the question is 5 power 1 by a equal to 7 power 1 by b equal to 35 power 1 by c, and the 4 options are given. By seeing the options, you can tell the question is about AB in terms of C. We need to find AB in terms of C. Okay. So now I have already told you the shortcut. What you need to do first? We need to check the bases. Is there any relationship between the bases? Yes. 5 into 7 is equal to 35. Okay. In place of 5, 1 by a, the power of 5 is 1 by a. So 1 by a, in place of multiplication, we can convert it into addition, and 1 by b is equal to 1 by c. So 1 by a is nothing but a, 1 by b is b, 1 by c is c. So the answer is option D. Very simple. Okay. By using the shortcut, you can do this sum very easily. So coming to the next question. So the next question is a power x equal to b, b power y equal to c, c power z equal to a is given. We need to find x into y into z. So here it is different from the previous model, right? So we are having 3 different equations. Okay, how to find x, y, z? X, y, z are in the powers, right? So what we need to do, if we can equate the bases on both the sides, LHS and RHS, then only we can get x into y into z. So what I am going to do for this type of models is, so these are the LHS side values, right? So I am going to multiply all these equations. So a power x into b power y into c power z is equal to b into c into a, which is nothing but a into b into c, right? So here, if the bases are same and it is equal to, I told you already, we can equate the powers. So here a power x is there, here a power 1 is there. It is equal to sign. So can I equate the powers? Yes. So x is equal to 1. Similarly, b power y, here b power 1. So y is equal to 1. C power z, c power 1. C is equal to 1. So we got, Z is equal to 1. So we got the values of x, y, z. So he is asking x into y into z, which is nothing but 1 into 1 into 1. That is nothing but 1. Okay. So what I have done, in order to get the powers, I need to equate the bases. So we can see the bases are A, B and C. Okay. So in the LHS side also we are having A, B, C. In the RHS side also we are having A, B, C. If we multiply all these bases, in the multiplication, if the bases are same and it is equal to symbol, okay, then we can equate the powers. So we got the values of x, y, z. Whatever he has asked, it may be x plus y plus z, x into y into z. We can get the answer. Okay. So coming to the next question. The next question is x bar a divided by x bar b whole power a plus b into x bar b divided by x bar c whole power b plus c into x bar c divided by x bar a whole power c plus a is given. He is asked and the options are here. We need to tick the right answer. Okay. So by seeing the question only, okay, it is division. So the bases are same. What we can do? We can subtract the powers. So do that. X bar a minus b. From the law of indices, a power m divided by a power n can be written as a power m minus n. So I have done the same thing. Whole power a plus b. In the same way, x bar b minus c whole power b plus c. X bar c minus a whole power c plus a. Okay. So here we can see a minus b into a plus b, which is nothing but x bar a square minus b square. In the same way, b square minus c square. In the same way, c square minus a square. So all our multiplications and the bases are same. What can we do? We can add the powers, right? So here x and it is multiplication. If in the multiplication the bases are same, we can add the powers. So a square minus b square plus b square minus c square plus c square minus a square. See here, all terms will get cancelled. So we will be remained with x bar 0, which is equal to 1. Option A is the right answer. Okay. Root over A inverse into B, root over B inverse into C, root over C inverse into A is asked and the 4 options are provided here. You need to take the right answer. Okay. So you know from the law of indices, again the A inverse can be written as 1 by A. So here A inverse can be written as 1 by A, B inverse can be written as 1 by B, C inverse can be written as 1 by C. And again from the law of surds, okay, root A into root B can be written as root over A into B. Okay. Root A into root B can be written as root over A into B. But if root A plus root B is given, it can't be written as root over A plus B. Note this point. Root A plus root B is given, you can't write this as root over A plus B. This is absolutely wrong. Okay, if the multiplication is given, then you can write like that. And similarly, if for example root A divided by root B is given, then you can write it as root over A by B. But if root A minus root B is given, you can't write it as root over A minus B, which is also wrong. You please note this also, okay, and keep a wrong symbol, because some people do this mistake, this sort of silly mistakes, and you will be losing the marks. Okay. Now, how can we solve this question? By using these two laws. A inverse equal to 1 by A, and root A into root B can be written as root over A into B. So from these two laws, I can write a single square root, right? Okay. So this can be written as B by A, right? A inverse can be written as 1 by A. 1 by A into B is 1B by A. Similarly here C by B. Here A by C. A gets cancelled. B gets cancelled. C gets cancelled. So root 1 is nothing but 1. So option D is the right option. Okay. The next question and the last question of this lecture is, if m and n are whole numbers, m power n is equal to 121, find m minus 1 whole power n plus 1. It is also very simple question. So the question may be large, but the answer is very simple. Okay. So he has given m power n equal to 121 and he is asking m minus 1 whole power n plus 1. Okay. So this is also very simple, guys. Here you can see, here the LHS side, it is in terms of powers. So can we convert 121 in terms of powers? Yes. How can we write 121? 121 can be written as 11 square, right? So m power n is equal to 11 square. So here equal to symbol is there. So I can equate m as 11 and n as 2. So I got m is equal to 11, n is equal to 2. If 121 can be written in some other way in terms of powers, then those all values can also be satisfied. Okay. So we need to check one more condition. M and n are whole numbers. So here 11 and 2 are whole numbers. So this is also satisfied. So we can substitute m in place of m 11, in place of n 2. So 11 minus 1 is 10, and in place of n 2 plus 1 is 3, which is nothing but 10 cube, which is 1000. Okay. What I have done? He has given m power n is equal to 121. So m power n is nothing but some value whole power some value. Okay, it is in terms of powers. So I need to convert 121 in terms of powers. So 121 can be written as 11 square. So by as it is an equal to symbol, I can equate m as 11 and n as 2 and substitute these values. You will be getting the answer, which is nothing but 1000. So that's all for today, guys. Hope you like my content, hope you like my video and the problems, hope you all understood my problems. Okay, if there is any doubt in whatever I have discussed, you can please install my application. In the application you will be provided with the chat box. There you can post the doubts and I'll reply in our application. Okay, so because of the lack of some I can't post all the practice problems and the notes and some test series I can't conduct in the YouTube, right? So because of that reason, we are shifting the content that we are providing here in the YouTube to our application only. So please tell your friends as well as your colleagues to install our application so that it may be helpful for them. All the content from the next video will be posted directly in our application itself. Okay. So the application link is present in the description below the video. So please do click on the link and download our application, which is named as PACE Competitive Academy, in the Play Store, and enjoy the content. Okay. So see you all in the next video. Okay. I'll be putting the practice problems, whatever we have discussed, the basic concepts of surds and indices. We are having an ample of problems with us, so we are going to post it in the application itself. So please do practice that practice problems and we will discuss it in the form of video, okay, in the application itself. Okay, so thank you all. If you like my video, please hit the like button. Please do subscribe to our channel and share it to your friends. It may be useful for them for preparing for their competitive exams. Okay, so thank you. See you. Bye.